Yeah, greetings all. I'm actually having quite a bit of fun doing this. It's we're almost into whitebait season, and I'll just come out to have a sticky beak at my whitebait river and see what it's like since last year. We had our worst whitebait season ever last year. Yeah, you guys selling the whitebait to these fat pricks who can't get off their asses and catch it themselves, that's going to have to stop, because it's just not good enough. So yeah, we're going to end up with no whitebait whatsoever at some stage. It's very, very quickly approaching that point. Even the people last year who usually catch quite a lot got nothing. So yep, another few years and she'll be all over. There'll be none for anyone. So you either destroy it completely, or you're going to have to do something about it, and do something about it now. Yeah, I just found a good place for the sign. I've been wondering where to put the sign, and that's absolutely the very best place to put it. And in not too distant future, it'll be on the bottom of the sea, which is where it belongs. So yeah, I thought I might do that as well. And yeah, good place for it. So we're going into an election here in New Zealand. This is not very far away from having an election, and we're going to get another bunch of incompetent people to run our country. we had this fat woman get in and destroy our social welfare system, and yeah, then not long after that we had a guy living on a riverbed who went out and murdered some people because he was at the end of the line. The trouble is, these politicians are getting away with things like this. They're not actually being held accountable for their actions. We had a government a while ago who removed all the mines inspectors out of the mines, and not long after that we had a major mining disaster in New Zealand. There's yeah, some big issues going on, and we need to actually make decisions that are right for this country and for the future. And it's not good enough to have people in power who do things like, for example, this river's been going backwards for a few years. It's going to be mud in the not too distant future. It's been slowly turning to mud from sand for a while now, and we actually need people who make proper decisions. And what has happened is that the farmers have been blamed for a lot of leachates and things getting into the waterways. Water quality's the worst that's ever been. There's quite a few arguments about it last year, regards to the water quality being not even good enough to walk in, and unfortunately that is true. And yeah, I wouldn't trust any water in New Zealand anymore. Except maybe the stuff right up near the mountains and things like that. But anyway, back to the actual issue is the farmers got blamed for all this. To be perfectly honest, it's not really the farmers' fault. The government's removed the Queen's Chain, which was like an eco barrier that would protect the rivers, that was for all New Zealanders to hunt and fish on, and there was lots of plants and trees for animals and things and it provided a buffer zone. And again, the government's removed that, and we end up with yeah, a major disaster as far as our rivers go. So I mean, hopefully in this election people are actually going to wake up a bit and maybe do something about it, because the decisions that are being made are just not good enough. And we're heading down the same track as the Romans and the Aztecs and the Mayans and all that sort of thing, and we're going to go the same way as them. So yeah, these people in power are great economically, got all the degrees and things like that, and they can do the best for business and make people at the top rich and fat and lazy, and at the moment we've got the middle class that are pretty much close to being slaves, and the rest of them are just out having a great time drinking their wine, and meanwhile the ecology of New Zealand's going down the toilet. So yeah, you guys, good luck with the whitebait season this year, whoever's whitebaiting. Can't wait to see that camping sign on the bottom of the sea, and it won't be too far away now, because that's exactly where it deserves to be. So yeah, I have actually seen a whitebait, which is quite good. And hopefully it's better than last year, but unfortunately it has been going backwards every year. So right, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do something else shortly that'll be quite controversial, but yeah, I've just got to get all the ducks in a row. So alright, best of luck with the election, and hopefully we actually get people who somehow know what they're doing, because they are so incompetent it's not funny. Alright, ciao.